All right, it's a Friday morning and it's time to talk sports on TVC Breakfast. Of course, we turn attention now to Cameroon, where there was that semi-final game between Egypt and, of course, Cameroon. Goalkeeper Gabaski was the hero, saving two penalties as Egypt edged past host Cameroon in a penalty shootout after a goalless draw to set up Africa Cup of Nations final against Senegal. Egypt's starman Salah was kept quiet for much of the game, culling a strike from outside of the area, narrowly over and almost profiting from a loose back pass, but he could not convert. But he did not have to step up in the shootout as Cameroon missed three of their efforts, with Gabaski saving from Harold Makodi and James Seliki, while Clinton Inje's side footed wide.
Amekosa inapeleka Misri katika hatua ya finali. Misri.
And of course, Sunday's final sets up a tantalizing meeting between Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane at the same venue, the Olembe Stadium in Cameroon's capital, Yaoundé. Meanwhile, Cameroon will face Burkina Faso in the fourth place playoff, which has been brought forward to Saturday. Well, our correspondent Mian Akiri, who's been following the developments in Cameroon, that's Yaoundé, joins me live now to give us updates and tell us what's been happening. Well, Mian, very pleased to know that you are there this morning. Give us the updates. What has been the atmosphere so far? The host nation losing on penalties to Egypt. All right, I'm also going to bring in Omodia Okwelekbe, who joins me live now. All right, I understand Mian, our correspondent, is back with us now in Cameroon. Mian, I asked earlier, what's the atmosphere like at the moment, the host nation Cameroon having lost on penalties to Egypt?
Well, it was a disappointing night, for football-loving Cameroonians. I'm actually in Acacia, Yaoundé, precisely as I speak to you. The build-up to the game was passionate, for Cameroonians. But sadly, after the penalty shootout, we had a loss to the Pharaohs of Egypt. It was one disappointing night, and not so many of them, were even willing to talk on camera about the game. And that's one emotional aspect we can't take away that the game brings. But just like you said earlier, it's a final between two Liverpool players. You have Mohamed Salah of Liverpool and Sadio Mane also of Liverpool for the Senegal Lions of Senegal and the Pharaohs of Egypt. For the records, the Pharaohs of Egypt will be hoping to extend their record as far as the Afcon trophy is concerned. They have 7 at the moment and could make it 8 on Sunday when they take on the Senegal Lions of Senegal out here in Yaoundé. But then you must also take a look at the fact that one man who has stood firm in front of goal all season is Edouard Mendy of Senegal. The goalkeeper will be hoping to lift the Afcon trophy for the very first time for Senegal. And Aliou Cissé, the side, will be playing in its twice. He played as a player, and once he played as a player in 2009, able to be on the bench. Instructions. But then for Cameroonians, the third place game has been brought at the Amadou Ajo Stadium. That's according to the Confederation of Football. It will hold on Sunday. So that will be the third place. So for Cameroon, all hope is not lost as the bronze medal.
All right, being our correspondent, of course, giving us what it is like at the moment in Cameroon. Looking forward to that game coming up on Sunday. Well, let me bring in Omodia Okwelekbe, who joins me live now here in Lagos to also do a review of the game between Cameroon and Egypt, and I look forward as well to the game coming up on Sunday. Well, Omodia Okwelekbe, very pleased to know that you have been waiting there very patiently Well, Egypt beat Cameroon 3-1 on penalties. With the way that the Cameroonians took their sport kicks, do you think that they prepared for this outcome?
Yeah, good morning, Kichiko. It's good to be here again. It's a good question, and I want to say that every team that's going ahead to the last four, they must do, they must prepare for penalty shootout. No doubt, every coach, every tactician knows that every game could be stretched. And what Cameroon suffered yesterday, they've had a roller coaster run from game one. A lot of pundits have been saying they have not really met their match in terms of opposition, and they did yesterday. They were stretched, until 120 minutes of football. That's 2 hours of football. They couldn't get a goal. And later, I remind you that they have 11 goals from 2 players, Vincent Abubakar with 6 goals and Toko Ekambi from 5 goals. So that was what happened yesterday. And the Egyptian goalkeeper just proved that he's a better penalty stopper than the Andre Onana, the highest keeper who plays for Cameroon.
All right, well, Cameroon will come up against Burkina Faso in the third place finish, and that will be on Saturday. Do you think that the motivation will be there, for the Cameroonian side with the heartbreaking outcome of yesterday's game?
Well, they must do that for the people now. They lost out in the finals, and they have to play the third place playoff, and they have to give their people who've been a massive support to the team. They have to give them something, at least a bronze medal would do for that. So they need to do everything in their power to win that game. I think this team is off Burkina Faso now. They were painfully, taken out by Senegal, which was expected as far as I'm concerned. But I think Cameroon will go all out for that bronze medal just to appease the fans because it was a really disappointing encounter yesterday. They couldn't score, and the Egyptians really did the boss formula for them. They didn't want to really push ahead to score, but they really defended very well against the Cameroonians. So this is just to console the people. They have to win the bronze medal tomorrow, Saturday.
Yeah, all right, Omodia. Very clearly, as it is now, it's just going to be Salah Mane show, as it's been dubbed now. Cameroon, I beg your pardon, Egypt will be bidding to win it a record 8th time. Senegal, they'll be bidding to win it for the very first time in their history. What do you think it will be?
I think two sides are massively, experienced in terms of the African Cup of Nations, but unfortunately, Senegal haven't won it. The last 2 years, they've been the top team in Africa, #1 in terms of ranking. They are number 20th in the FIFA ranking. They must show that in terms of trophies, and this is their chance. Remember the last African Cup of Nations in Egypt, they got to the finals where they were beaten by Algeria by 0-0. So they are in the finals again. That's to tell you how solid a team they are. They are the teams with the most talent. No disrespect to other teams, but I think they are a complete side, just like the Belgian team in Europe. And this is their chance. They need it the most. This is their chance at a shot for the title for the very first time. Egypt, most decorated side in Africa in terms of the African Cup of Nations. They won it 7 times. There was a time they won it back to back in 06, 08, and 010. So I feel this is the chance for Aliou Cisse, the coach of the side, who narrowly lost out in 2002. In 2002 when they lost to Cameroon in the final after beating Nigeria in the semi-final. So this is their shot. I think honestly, this is the chance for Senegal to pick the trophy. They should be winning against Egypt. But here's the twist now. If this game stretches to the penalty shootout, Egypt will go through and lift the trophy because the Egyptian goalkeeper have proven to all of us that it's a good penalty stopper than any other keeper in the tournament. We all know Edouard Mendy at Chelsea. It's not good with penalties. So I think this is the chance for Senegal.
All right, then. Omodia Okwelegbe, thank you very much indeed for sharing your thoughts with us. vis-a-vis the games between Cameroon and Egypt, and then Egypt versus Senegal coming up on Sunday. Thank you very much indeed.